Now I must admit, if they allowed names in Scrabble, you'd want this guy on a triple word score, wouldn't you? It's Pavel Srniceks. Hiya, Pav. Good to talk to you.
How you doing?
Now, I just want to put that mic a little bit closer to you. That's much better. Now, from being a black and white hero for all of these years, you're doing a little bit of journalism now. I want to find out everything you're up to. But I want to start right at the very beginning for Pavel Srniceks. With a name like that, I'm presuming you didn't grow up in Baker. So, where are you from?
Yeah, obviously, I come from Czech Republic. My parents' dad is Slovak. Well, he was. He's dead now. And my mom, she's French.
Right.
So that's the little bit mixture, the blood in my body, you know. So.
No, absolutely. So were you a good kid, bad kid?
I think I was a good kid. Yeah. I mean, I come from 5 kids. I have 3 sisters and brother. And
where were you in the rankings? Were you first?
I was like right in the middle.
Right in the middle, right? Okay.
Right in the middle, you know,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the 5. So, and because my dad says first 2 was the sisters, so the father says no, I need a boy, and then all of a sudden it's coming another girl, another boy. So
right.
you know, and obviously I come from a little village close to Polish border in Czech Republic.
So what was life like as a child there? It was good?
Well, it was good, yeah. I mean, you know, it's a strange thing because obviously we grew up in a communist regime and everything was different than people would have imagined. You know, we couldn't travel abroad and all of the, you know, you go abroad, you check in on the border, if you have money or you have no money or whatever. You know, it's just you know,
restrictive.
Yeah, restrictive, very restrictive. But if you're telling to people these days, nobody wouldn't understand why or what that mean, or you know, because it was just different regime. And you know, these days people wouldn't even imagine that, you know. So
but this is the thing, is everybody thinks they know Pav.
yeah,
they think they know you because you've been in their lives for such a long time, and the reality of it, that it was a dangerous time then too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, was danger, but you know, we didn't really feel. You grow up in that, you know.
It's normal to you.
Exactly, it's normal for you. So you know, so for example, when I first time came to Newcastle, there was, you know, I was like, wow.
Well, there's danger there if you go to the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I mean, from perspective in our country, we couldn't buy some of the stuff you could buy in England. You know, like the jeans, Armani's, and this. That time there wasn't in Czech Republic.
So
you know?
you were a poser even when you were that small?
No. I wasn't poser because I didn't even know, you
right.
know, something like that exists. You know, so because like I said, and plus, you know, we coming from a poor background, like because the parents were really hard.
What did you folks do?
My mom, she looks after cows, and my dad looked after pigs in what's it called, in the company, like where they, you know, keep the animals, like for the male, the breed, for the meat, you know. And
sure.
So that's what my parents did. And
so very agricultural background.
Agriculture, yeah, exactly.
So did you get involved with all of that?
Yeah, I did actually. I sometimes come in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, helps mom to get to clean the things around the cows, you know, and then go back to school. But you know, I don't know if you ever had experience with this.
Very
it's
little.
Stink. Like, you know, all of this stuff stinks there, you know, when you clean them.
Sure.
You know, and then you imagine I'll go to school after that.
And then
and then my hair and everything was stink. Even you had a shower, but your hair, it just still stings under your skin, you know, like.
Right.
And then you sometimes thinking, and then kids says, "Fucking you stink," you know. Forgive me my language, you know. But you just, you know, like, you know, kids are honest, you know.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So and I was embarrassed sometimes. So I had the 2 showers sometimes just before I go to school.
It gets in your skin though.
Yeah,
it does.
exactly.
It just come through your pores.
Exactly.
But okay, you're a young man. You're growing up. You're getting to your early teenage years. Politically, the whole world changed, didn't it?
Not yet. No. The world changed when I finished the school.
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
so what were you aiming to do when you were at school? What job did you want?
I actually learned to. I don't know how to explain. When you get the steel, you know, like the
steel,
piece of the steel, and then you make something from
like a steel fabricator.
Yeah. So
like
I was like that.
Whoa.
Okay. So I
right.
I could do that. These days I don't know how to machine switch on. You know, so I wouldn't have a clue about it these days.
But that's where you were aiming for.
Exactly.
Now, presumably, because the regime hadn't quite yet changed, you're thinking even if you wanted to go abroad and do stuff, you were stuck.
Yeah, but the problem is that was because because it was a communist country, we cannot be the professional football players like here.
Right.
My job cannot be the football player.
Right.
So beside the football, I had to have a job.
Sure.
But I never went to that job for example, when I went to Banik was sponsored by miners.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I work like a miner, but I never work like a miner. But you know, I had a job. So
Right.
on the paper, I was a miner.
But you were playing football for the miners team.
Exactly.
That's a wonderful way not to go underground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, the sad thing was about it when you went to pick the money, and when you stood between all of the proper miners who goes down.
Yeah.
So sometimes they give you the bollock.
Yeah.
The
So you were getting wound up for that.
Exactly.
You know, it doesn't matter how good a footballer you are, they're still having to do a 50, 60 hour shift.
Exactly, because you know why? They work all of their lives
absolutely.
really hard for little money.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden somebody like me, 20 years old, come in and get the same money like they do. You know, I know how they feel, but it's not my fault. I mean, you know how footballers these days get paid a lot of money.
Crazy.
So would I come in and say, oh, you get paid more money than I did before when I played? I'm not, but I mean, I understand where they come from, you know.
Yeah, because you're kicking a ball about.
Exactly.
They're grafting with a hand.
Exactly. But on the other hand, when they go have a fun, you know, go to bar, I went training, you know, for example.
Right.
You know, then it's something for something, you know, like we say, you know, you give, you get.
Everything balances.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So the regime changes when you've left school. You're now working for sponsored by a mining organisation who give you a hell of a lot of stick. I can imagine what you went through. At what point did your whole world change football-wise then?
The football-wise didn't change much because the football-wise, actually I have to say that before the communist regime was actually maybe better for the sponsorship because each club had like big company behind, which is they supplied the money and things you needed.
Right.
But later on, when everything changed, when the communist regime went, then the like personalized owner gets the clubs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
see. So the world changed, completely changed.
Exactly.
Not necessarily for the better because you
Exactly.
haven't got a big thing behind you anymore.
Exactly. So you have one person behind.
Right.
But sometimes, most of even these days, a lot of clubs in Czech Republic are struggle with the money.
Sure.
And if a single man owns the club, is a struggle with the money, looking for the sponsors, whatever.
Right.
But maybe 70–80% of the clubs in Czech Republic are struggle with the money.
Right.
Okay.
So how do you get yourself noticed? Presumably you're playing as good as you can.
Yeah, but
obviously.
But I was quite lucky, maybe quite good, because when I was 17, I actually get called up on the 21.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Which is I was like 4 years up front to everybody else.
Yeah.
And same thing happened to me when I went to army. I went to army to the first I went like first division club, but then second year I went to the top club, which was in Army Dukla Prague.
Right.
And because I was good, so they took me there. And also I played on the 21 all of those years, you know. So
right.
And then obviously people know about me because wasn't many goalkeepers in 17 play on the 21.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, but on the other hand, I had a problem with that because the coach who wanted me play on the 21, he actually was coaching the Olomouc, Sigma Olomouc, and he says to the chairman of the Baník Ostrava, he says, I want to buy Pavel to the Olomouc.
Right.
If you don't sell him, I kick him out of the under 21. So after 3 games, when I played, he kicked me out of the under 21. So I was 17, made the 3 appearances, and never been in since because he kicked me out because the club didn't sell me. So that's the like dirty politics behind.
Politics behind it.
Exactly.
Stopping your career though.
It is. But to be perfectly honest, I wasn't very worried that time because I didn't really think mattered to me too much because.
But you're a young lad, as long as you were doing the things.
And Baník was biggest club in Czech, one of the biggest clubs in Czech Republic, bigger than Olomouc.
Right, sure.
And I was happy there because I lived there, my family was there, everybody was there. So I didn't. Okay, I was upset. He kicked me out of the under 21 because after that, my first appearance was for the A team when I was 26. So I was actually all of those years.
But you would have been in there probably when you were 21, 22,
exactly.
something like that.
Exactly.
So it may have slowed it up a little bit. So at what point did you realise clubs in Britain were taking a look at you and thinking, oh, hang on a second?
That was actually when I was 18, 19, you know, because there was this guy, the agent from Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia. He came to Baník Ostrava and he says, look, there is a club in England looking for a goalkeeper. Maybe I would take Pavel with me to, you know. And the first time with him, I went actually to Leicester.
Right.
And David Pleat was there, like the manager.
Right.
Okay, and then he says, look, after the week, he said in the office and he said, look, I like you, but you're too expensive. Because that time, the Banning asked for £350,000, which is for a goalkeeper these days.
Back then, that was
back there was a lot of money.
Right,
you know?
absolutely.
Okay, so, and he says, okay, no problem. He says to me, look, we sign agreement for a month. You're not going to sign with someone else till I get the money. If I don't get the money in 1 month's time, you're free.
Right.
Okay, so I went back to Czech Republic. That was before the Christmas. Just this time, you know, before the Christmas. And I said, okay, till January I don't sign with anybody, and I wait for David Pleat to coming back.
Right.
Obviously, David Pleat never come back.
You're free.
Yeah, so I was free again. And then the guy took me to Newcastle. So that's how become like my, you know, era of my career with Newcastle United.
Was it instant? Did they take you straight away?
Wasn't that easy, because obviously I spent here.
Who was in goal when you arrived?
Tommy Wright and John Burridge.
Right. Well, John Burridge lasted forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't surprise me if he was still in goal.
Still here, yeah.
Surely now, blimey, he was never going to stop.
Yeah. But a fantastic man, you know, with the physique and everything. It's just a little crazy, I would say.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
You know, but I came to Newcastle, and obviously I was here for a week, and then end of the week we played Liverpool away, the reserves. Pedro was playing against me.
Right.
Peter Beasley, and you know, and I had a blind, you know, just to play out of the skin. Exactly, and at the end of the game, actually, Liverpool scout comes to me and says, "Would you sign for Liverpool?" And I was thinking, look, just it's stupid. I'm here with Newcastle United, and I should sign for Newcastle. But Newcastle still haven't offered me the contract, and Liverpool already have offered me a contract that night. You know, like said, "Would you sign for us?" And I was thinking, oh no, I have to discuss this with, you know, I have to come back to Newcastle, discuss this. But as soon as I arrived in Newcastle next morning, Newcastle gave me the contract. You know, I had a contract on the table. Maybe Newcastle heard the Liverpool people. I don't know.
Them jump. Yeah.
And then they said, oh, we probably have to take this man because the Liverpool wants him, is after him now, so we better do it. So that's how the things come.
It was amazing, my memory of you, because I was doing the pitch announcements for about 6-7 years. During that whole time, everybody fell in love with you like that. Yeah,
but I mean, look, wasn't that easy?
It felt like that.
Yeah, but if you remember the beginnings, I had few shouts dodgy keeper as well from the crowd, you know, Newcastle.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, they're going to tell you how it is, aren't they?
Exactly, but you know, wasn't everything like pink, like you say? You know,
sure.
You know, wasn't that you know, sure and clear?
No, at the very beginning, but once you established yourself and you become
when I established myself,
one of this, and I remember everybody with T-shirts on Pavs of Jody and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been fantastic. I can't, you know, what can I say? You know what? Boy from a little village, came to England and have a response of the people, which is look, as much as respect I get here, I never get any respect in my country, which is strange. I mean, I play nearly 50 times for my country. People know me. But nothing as much as the respect like I get here. So that's why probably I call this my second home, because I come in here and I love this place here because of the people, and they give me as much as respect I give them.
You became a superstar to the people here. It's not just you're a star. And at one time, I agree with you, if you go back 20 years, being a goalkeeper was kind of a shrug of the shoulders. Well, he's a good goalkeeper. Yeah, but he can't score goals, you know. So, and it was always strikers. But over the years, people have realised that goalkeepers are worth probably 20 or 30 goals a year.
But I tell you why, because also they brought back the rule with the feet. You had to play, and I had no problem with that.
Right.
And I think that was part of my game. The people love when I take the people on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I bet the manager still is.
Manager no.
Loves dribbling again.
Manager no. But the fans love it. So maybe this was part of my culture, of myself. You know, like. Also this, not to be only, but you have to be like the sweeper. You have to be like the,
sure.
You know, the last man.
But you played with against and with some of the greatest players of history.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why I appreciate all of this, because if I wasn't in Newcastle, I probably would have never ever had a chance like this, you know, play with it. I know I moved to Italy after that. I played with Roberto Baggio and Guardiola, okay, because I was lucky they moved to the same club like I did. Because normally I would never ever meet the people like this. But I was very fortunate, and I did